Hey everybody, what's up? It's me again in front of the camera in my office, not vlogging. What? Mind blown. Anyways, so let me just get myself in focus. I had posted most recently a video about how I lost weight over the last year with my thyroid, and I talked about the supplements I took, the diet, etc., etc. And then that sort of like prompted a lot of questions about the health and fitness industry on my Instagram page. If you don't follow me there, you should. Because I get to talk to a lot of people there, and I do try and answer as many questions as I can. Not about immigration though, because I'm not an immigration agent. Anyways, so I got a question from a few people asking me about how to get certified as a personal trainer in Canada, and I was like, Doi, I can't believe I have not answered this question yet. How has this happened? How has so much time gone by on this channel and I have not answered this question? So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make this video right now. So let's talk about me first. Okay, I have been a personal trainer or a strength coach for about 10 years. I started as like a more generic personal trainer. I worked in a commercial gym. And then over the last decade, my specialty has changed quite a bit, and now I mostly do strength training, or I work with people who have gone through injury or something like trauma, spinal injury, stuff like that. So I train people like that. So I don't really do fat loss stuff anymore. Not to say we still don't burn the shit and build the muscle, okay? So I actually got certified through CanFit Pro about 10 years ago, and that was like my main certification that has upheld over the last 10 years that I've been using, even when I traveled and lived internationally, and I had that certification transferred over into an Australian certification. And then when I came back, I had it like, what's the word? Like I got it back. What's the word? Why can't I think of this word? Where's my English? I don't know. Okay, anyways. So I got the thing back. You know, I was like, give it back, give it. And then I got my CanFit certification again. And then briefly, I switched over to CPTN, which is the Canadian Personal Training Network, because I had different personal / professional goals at the time. And now I'm going back to CanFit Pro. But you're like, I don't need to know all this information. Just get to the point. Which is like, I feel like the theme in all my videos. It's like, get to the point. So let's get to the point. In order to become a personal trainer in Canada, no matter what your educational background is, you do need a personal training certification. Especially if you work at a company like Good Life in Canada, which is one of like the bigger companies, especially in Eastern Canada. And then there's other gyms like everywhere now. There is gyms everywhere. So every gym is going to need you to have a personal training certification, first aid and CPR. And then if you are running your own business, you need to have insurance. However, if you are employed by the gym or the company, they pay for your insurance, which basically means if your client has a heart attack or dies or trips on a dumbbell or drops a plate on their head and they sue you, you have insurance or liability. But also, like, don't be such a shitty trainer that you do that to anyone, because like that's not cool. So that's like the main thing, okay? That's like the main thing. But what if you want to go to college or university? There are a lot of very, very smart trainers out there now, like some of whom have done their bachelor's degree in kinesiology. Some of them do it in just like a science, and they'll like do anatomy and physiology. Some people go into wanting to become physical therapists or chiropractors. So that's kind of how they start out. So they might actually have a 4-year university degree, and then they come and work as trainers. Some people are like, you know what, this is where I want to stop. This is what I want to do for the rest of my life. And so they have to uphold the requirements to become a personal trainer. Now, the way that it works, for example, with CanFit Pro, is that you get your certification, and then every year you have to do a certain amount of courses to maintain your certification. So there's always like courses that are being offered. You can do some courses online. You can even travel and do those courses. Like, let's say there's something you want to specialize in. Let's say you want to specialize in nutrition, or you want to specialize in weightlifting, or you want to specialize in, I don't know. You can actually go and find courses that you can do, and they will show you like CECs offered, which is like continuing education credits or whatever. And then you have to send them in through to CanFit Pro or CPTN, and then they keep like, why can't I think of like these words today? Anyways, they add the credits to your certification so you can continue working as a personal trainer. These courses do cost money, but at the end of the day, you are adding value to what you do and the service you're providing people. A lot of people think that being a personal trainer is just like, well, I go to the gym and I work out and I exercise, so I should know how to train everybody. It doesn't work like that. I don't train my clients the way I train myself. Are you crazy? If I train my clients the way I train myself, they would just like kill themselves or never show up again. I train myself like a crazy person. I have no limitations. I don't listen to my body. I don't listen to like my body telling me, oh my God, I'm in pain, stop it. I'm like, shh, we have to exercise. So it's very important. You might get a client who's very old and, you know, might have back pain. You might get a client who wants to lose a lot of weight, but they don't like someone yelling at them. You might get a client who wants you to speak to them, you know, a little bit more empathetically. And so you cannot have the same face, the same personality, the same training method for every single client, because you will hurt someone, or you won't be successful as a trainer because you are not listening to your client and you're not giving them what they need. So that's why doing these courses is very, very crucial. And it helps you understand different things better and better. So like in the beginning, I did courses on nutrition. I did courses on strength and conditioning. I did courses on pre-postnatal training, as well as knee injuries and stuff like that. So I tried to educate myself as much as I could, but more importantly, talk to people. So when you go, let's say you get hired by a company or a gym and you're working there, talk to the veterans who are there. Talk to the trainers who've been there for a long time. Ask them, how do you train a client who has a shoulder injury? What do you do with a client who's maybe like older? How do you train a client who might be disabled, whether it's a physical disability or a mental disability? I have been lucky and fortunate enough to work with such a diverse group of people in the last 10 years that in the beginning I was working under some really great trainers, really great management, and I worked with Good Life, which I think was a great company to work with. I know. A lot of people, a lot of issues with that company, but at the end of the day, I don't really have too many complaints. I got to meet some great people, great clients there, and it was a great learning experience. And then I went and worked with other companies. So anyways, when you are going through CanFit Pro or CPTN, essentially you have to kind of do the course, and then there is a written exam and then a practical component. So someone will, send you like a quick summary of a potential client, and then you have to write a training program for them, and then you train them. So like a master trainer will come, they will kind of like assess you and grade you, and then if you pass, then you go and get your first aid and CPR, and you can officially start applying for jobs. If you go through university and you do like a degree in kinesiology, you still have to do the personal training certification. That is very, very important. Like a lot of companies, or every company that I know of, will not hire you, or they will hire you under the condition that you complete your personal training certification in like the first like month or 60 days or whatever. So that's kind of like the main gist of getting certified. If, for instance, you want to go through some of the American certifying bodies, the only two that I really know are the ACE, which is the American Council of Exercise, and their certifying exam is all done online. And then there is the NSCA, which is the National Strength and Conditioning Association. So I know the NSCA CPT, which is the Certified Personal Training course, is actually very, very thorough and really, really good. A lot of people who went through CanFit Pro, which was done over like, I think a month, really struggled with NSCA because it is a lot tougher. But if you want to like really, really get the information down and like learn more, then that is another place for you to go. So check these places out. So you have CanFit Pro, you have CPTN in Canada, then you have ACE, and you have NSCA in the US. The one thing that I have to mention that I really liked is that when I went through CanFit Pro, no matter where I went in the world, I had no problems with getting my certification transferred over. There were issues, of course, like there were like some things and formalities that had to be done, but overall, I did not have anyone go like, what is CanFit Pro? I don't know what that is. So I'm very grateful to have gone through a credible institute, and I didn't go through like some shady like Bobby Roberts Institute of Personal Trainers. Like, I don't know. I didn't go through some like random place like that. Other than that, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of follow-up questions. People will probably want to know how much money you can earn and where you should work and what you should do, etc., etc., etc. So I will answer all of those questions in the upcoming videos. This is just like a basic video to let you know that that's what it is. Now, please understand that personal trainers can make a lot of money, but you are working with a human body. Everything that you do with that person could influence the way that their organs are sitting or the way that their mood is, like the way they're feeling all the time, or the way you talk to them. Like everything that you do influences your clients, and you will learn over time that being a trainer is not just about how your clients look. It's also about how they feel, what their attitude is, how they grow over time. Like I have seen my clients that I've trained for 3 years, 4 years in a row, just grow and blossom into incredible human beings, not into human beings. They were human beings before. I've gotten to see clients who couldn't even get off the ground, who were like 80 plus years old, who had gone through cancer, be able to walk and move comfortably. So it's a very, very rewarding career, but it is one of the jobs in your life that if you want to do it, you have to work very hard to continue to do it long term. Anyways, so that's all I want to say. I love my job. I love what I do. I have absolute respect, love, admiration for every client, every trainer I have ever met. I think there's something incredible to learn from everybody. And the one thing I'll say, in case you never watch any of my videos ever again, is that never be afraid to ask people questions. Like when you are a trainer and you start off, no matter how much you think you know about your training, there is a shit ton more to learn. Be willing to ask people questions. And if you have clients ask you a question that you do not know the answer to, it is okay to say, you know what, I don't know the answer to this, but let me find out and I will let you know. Your clients will always respect that you are willing to go the extra mile to help them find the answers that they need. Other than that, let me know what answers you need, and I will continue to make these videos and help you guys out. Hopefully I can help someone else out with this video. I absolutely love what I do, so I cannot stop talking about it. It's like, shut up. Anyways, thank you so much for tuning in. Please do not forget there is enough room for all of us to succeed. All of us to live the life that we want, right? So just keep pushing, keep working, for your goals, for what matters to you. And don't forget to think strong always. And I will talk to you guys again very soon. Also, like, subscribe, and do all that stuff too, because that makes me a happy person. Don't forget to leave your questions down below, and I will try my level best to answer them. And for the rest of you, you can leave your angry comment too. That's okay. Okay? Thank you very much. Bye.